Hello everyone and welcome to Brush of Magic, where we lovingly take favorite vacation memories and magically transform them into custom artwork. My name is Ron Stern. In this video we're starting a new painting entitled Friends in Winter Summerland. And the video is just one in a series of time-lapse recordings of the actual painting process. So if you'd like to see the rest of the painting come to life, please click on the subscribe button and you will be notified as we post each new video. In this video, the client wanted to feature a group of friends who get together regularly for fun in Orlando, Florida. And in this painting, I'm featuring a fun outing the group enjoyed playing mini golf in one of the Walt Disney World mini golf locations. The first stage of most of the paintings that I create begins in a very, very rough stage. I frequently draw only rough shapes or rough patches of color to begin with. And then, similar to the way that I sculpt, I use brushes, smudge tools, erasers to begin molding and shaping the shapes themselves. I frequently remove as much as I add in the very early stages of the piece. And here's a pro tip: if you are creating your own painting and you're using reference photographs for your artwork, it doesn't have to be a painting, it can be any artwork, and you're using reference photographs, remember that your audience doesn't typically see those photographs. They only see the final artwork that you're creating, the final artwork that you reveal to them. In my case, the client frequently sees the reference photos because the client is the ones who provide me with the reference photos. But if you are an artist working from reference, feel free to deviate as much as you want, as much as you feel led to deviate, because your audience, remember, won't see the reference work. So mentally, don't strap yourself down to it. Use your artistic ability, the skills that you've been given, and your experience to create maybe a piece of artwork that says more of what you want to say than what is just present in a reference photograph. For this painting, Friends in Winter Summerland, I'm using more than a half a dozen different photos as references for the painting. Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida, USA has a lot of activities outside the actual theme parks. If you've ever been to Orlando, Florida and to Disney World itself, you probably know that they have created a lot of different things outside of the parks themselves for the guests to enjoy. And according to Disney Imagineers, the Winter Summerland mini golf course was built by Santa and his elves for their off-season retreat. And the mini golf actually features two options for golfers. One's a winter theme and the other one is a summer theme. Walt Disney World also features Fantasia Gardens and Fairways miniature golf with delightful hippos, magical broomsticks, and fanciful ostriches to keep you company. So if you ever go down there and your family or your friends want to strike up a really fun thing to do that's outside of the parks, either one of those golf courses is a lot of fun. And they're themed, of course, in the Disney theming. It's very important when painting in the style of illustration that I'm doing right here to do the heavy lifting of the work in the very early stages of the piece. I spend a lot of time working on the details and then reworking them again in this value stage, in this initial stage of the work. Although this stage can take a while, and I invest a lot of energy into it. If the work does not meet my standards, I'll trash it and start all over again. I feel personally that it's important for a creator to not fall in love with their creations. I try not to fall in love with the piece as I'm creating it too much, because if you fall in love too much, or if you get too attached to what you're doing, you really might have trouble erasing things that are wrong and starting over again. So I will frequently create a piece, and if I get far into it and I just don't feel like it's coming together, I make sure to mentally not stay too attached to it so that I can erase part of it or start over or rework part of it, or maybe even rework the whole piece if that's what's needed to make the creation the best that it can be. If you enjoy these videos, please click on the subscribe button, which helps the channel be found by more folks who may like them too. We're going to say goodbye for now, and we will see one another again in the next video of Brush of Magic.